Mr. Fun himself, Chef Jon-Paul, is here in the kitchen with us, and we're finishing up that.
So we cover this to steam it. I mean, if you have an appropriate lid, that'd be great too. So we cooked it until our potatoes were cooked through. Now comes the fun part. We're going to take some sour cream, just a little bit, and we're going to mix it into our eggs.
Wait, I learned how to do this.
I have 9 eggs. Oh, that's right. That's right.
You taught me.
Oh,
Put this right here.
Technique.
Wait,
yeah.
don't do it.
And go crazy. Go crazy.
See, if you do it like this.
That's awesome. That's that. You know what? My credibility just went down the. You know what? We have to have intensive courses. No, but you had the idea. I mean, so we put the towel under your arm, and that prevents you from having to use your whole arm. Right. All right. You could also do this in a blender if you wanted to.
It would probably go a lot faster for me.
It's a little bit easier. Then I'm going to add some. Oh, sorry. Add some cheese to this. All right. And I'm using cheddar, but we can use machengo. And then I'm just going to throw in.
It looks like it's cheddar. You're using cheddar. Is that what you said?
I'm using a white cheddar.
Okay.
Which is awesome. And then I'm just going to throw in some scallion for love. And that's going to go into our pan. And then I'm going to cover it and cook it slowly on the stove. I can put it in the oven, but I'm not going to get a whole lot of color out of it.
Okay.
All right. So I'm just going to throw my scallion in. Beautiful. And then we're going to put that in our pan. And I'm going to cover that again and put it over low heat. Okay.
Okay.
So that's awesome. So
and then
while
mix
that's
it all
going,
up, or
that's all I have to do.
That's it.
Just give it a little mix up. And we are in chorizo and potato heaven.
Yum.
So see what I mean? It's mostly potato and stuff, and not quite so much the egg, which is the cool part. So it should be pretty dense.
So when that comes out, it's going to look like?
It's going to look like this kid over here. So it's got to sit about a half an hour after it gets done cooking so it compresses.
Okay.
But now I'm going to have you make probably the coolest dressing you've ever seen. I call this the sweet garlic dressing. Did you notice my technique there?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let me
Pretty
see it
awesome.
one more time.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow. Okay. So I'm making something called a sweet garlic dressing, which I love. So I'm going to take 2 cloves of garlic. I'm going to take about a quarter of a head of, or a quarter of a red onion. And I like red onion because it's a little bit sweeter. I'm going to slightly chop this up, and I'm going to have you put this in the blender. Can you throw it in the blender for me?
I can.
Bang.
Which means my hands are going to stink like garlic for the rest of the day.
Not stink like garlic. All right? They're going to smell like beautiful roses.
Roses.
All right?
The effervescence
You attract
of garlic.
amazing people when you reek of garlic. All right? So in here I have some raspberry vinegar that I made. I have some basic oil. You know, you can use corn oil, generic oil. So I have half a cup, and half a cup of sugar.
Ooh, yum.
So put them all in at once.
Okay. Well, I only have 2 hands.
That's okay.
Okay. Sugar.
Boom. Perfect.
Homemade raspberry
vinegar. You can use cider vinegar. You can use balsamic vinegar. Jimmy crack corn.
And I don't care. Okay.
And then we're just going to go boom. So this is going to puree up until it's nice and smooth. I can leave this for about a week. And we're going to mix it with kind of a bitter green. You see the cool color?
Yeah, the raspberry color.
So this is going to have kind of a sweet counterpart to our egg, because our eggs are going to be kind of, you know, you got the chorizo in there, it's going to be kind of heavy. So I want a sweeter dressing, and we're going to put it on some bitter greens to lighten it up. Okay. So that's kind of where we are with the coolness here.
Okay.
All right, and we're going to garnish that when we come back with a little bit of sliced red onion. We're going to have a little bit of pine nuts, but I could use walnuts, anything. Maybe a little bit of red pepper. We'll see how crazy we get with that.
All right, well, speaking of crazy, we had an idea. Yeah. Take a look at this, or listen to this. We have an idea that we want to get our viewers involved. And we want them to go ahead and email us at slviewers@abc15.com and give us an ingredient that they want you to cook with.
I love it. I love it.
If we choose that ingredient, then that person can come cook on the show with us. Now,
that would be, I would love that. Are you kidding me?
So you're up for it?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Now, my ingredient, I was just throwing this out, like I would love to see you cook with Skittles.
Cook with Skittles.
Cook with Skittles. Or
okay, you know what? Let's go to the viewer and see what they want to cook with other than Skittles. Thank you, Andy.
Pickles, or come on, guys, give me an
ingredient. It could be pickles, but it could be, give me something cool with tuna, or you know what?
Tuna, that is so boring.
Exactly.
Yeah, I want.
But we can do something cool with it. Maybe we can make a groovy croquette out of it.
No, I want.
Maybe it's just not a regular. Maybe we.
Guys, listen to me. Don't listen to him.
Skittles.
I want like funky, crazy, fun things.
I want something that tastes good, and I think our viewers do too. So please give us a ring up. Let us know what you want, and you can come on the show with me, and I will work with you through the whole thing, and you will leave full. I can guarantee that. And
it's gonna be fun.
Get your questions answered.
I'm excited. Okay, so that's all you guys have to do, and we're going to come back with you in just a few minutes.
The big reveal.